just so disgusting on so many levels. One being that they're betraying Charlie Kirk's legacy, right? Because
it's actually funny. It was December 18th. I remember because that's an important date to me.
Why?
And it's Joseph Stalin's birthday.
Oh.
I'm a fan.
You're a fan of Stalin's?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, so first things first, who is Nick Fuentes? Nick Fuentes is a self-described white Christian nationalist of Mexican heritage. Let me play a few clips.
It's sort of like how a lot of women want to be raped. And when I say raped, I mean like, that sounds bad when I say it like that. But there's like a lot of women that really want a guy to beat the shit out of them. But also they have to pretend, but part of it is they have to pretend like they don't.
White people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified.
So this person hates women, black people, and Jews. He basically hates everyone who is not white, male, and Christian. But wait, no. He attacked J.D. Vance, even though J.D. Vance is white, last I checked, and Catholic because J.D. Vance has a Hindu wife. This person claims to be America first while constantly attacking Trump and MAGA and hating on America's closest allies. Before we continue, please give me a like and make sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. For a while, Nick Fuentes was found in the sewers of the far right. But now that the woke left has been defeated, the pendulum swung all the way to the far right, and figures such as Nick Fuentes are gaining popularity. Especially among young and lonely men who never had father figures, so they just don't know what normal masculinity is supposed to look like. And now, after Charlie Kirk's assassination, there is a void that was formed in the conservative movement, and there's a very real attempt to fill it with Nick Fuentes. And this is just so disgusting on so many levels. One being that they're betraying Charlie Kirk's legacy, right? Because Charlie Kirk very clearly condemned Nick Fuentes and wanted to have nothing to do with him. And it's always done under the guise of free speech, right? When Seth Dillon, the head of the Babylon Bee, speaks out against this, he's being shouted down. This is America, there's free speech, Tucker can speak to whoever he wants. They say, the reason everyone is upset is not because Tucker Carlson interviewed Nick Fuentes, it's because it was a softball interview. Tucker knows very well how to challenge people and ask tough questions.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. At all? No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that?
But then Nick Fuentes says something like this.
And what you're saying about putting aside the tribal interest for the corporate interest,
Yes.
that's absolutely the case. And that's the only way the country's going to stay together.
Exactly.
And
That's my concern.
And I absolutely agree with you. I would say, though, that the main challenge to that, a big challenge to that, is organized Jewry in America. I don't think Bill Ackman is capable of that. I don't think Sheldon Adelson is capable of that.
Organized Jewry, right? It is a thing that doesn't exist. Number one. Number two, it's straight out of Mein Kampf. No challenge there. The whole interview, Tucker was just like nodding and like, oh yeah, that's true. That's great. We will revisit that later. This is why every normal person is disgusted. If you give your huge platform to a Nazi and you don't challenge him, you don't ask tough questions, you don't debate, you're basically promoting Nazism. Why is this bad? I would like to remind everyone that Nazism resulted in the deadliest conflict in history that caused trillions of dollars in damages and economic losses. Nuclear weapons were also used. Some ideas are not just bad or toxic, they're lethal. As someone who is from Russia, I was born and raised in Russia until I was a teenager, this hits really hard. In Russia, it's almost impossible to find one person who doesn't have a relative who was killed in the war. You grow up with this devastation, you see it, you hear about it, And now Tucker is mainstreaming the guy who thinks that Hitler was cool, and a large portion of the conservative movement is supporting him. I can't believe this is happening. I wish people could just hear me. This is not a game. To all the retards who are posting pictures of themselves with swastikas or Nazi salutes, you guys are playing with fire. It might be deceptive, right? Because now that Nick is given this opportunity, he's trying to sound more moderate because he wants to capture a larger audience.
There is legitimate need to reassure people, and this is kind of what I've been doing on these podcasts, that we don't want to harm anybody. We don't want to kill anybody. We don't want to harm anybody. Right. We just want to put America first.
He doesn't want to hurt anyone. You hear that? How about this clip?
There is an occult element at the high levels of society, and specifically among the Jews. So many of the people that are perpetrating the lies and the destruction on the country, they are evildoers. They are people that worship false gods. They are people that practice magic or rituals or whatever. And more than anything, those people need to be, when we take power, they need to be given the death penalty. Straight up.
It doesn't end here. Then Nick says this.
It's actually funny. It was December 18th. I remember it because that's an important date to me. And it's Joseph Stalin's birthday.
Oh.
I'm a fan.
You're a fan of Stalin's?
Mm-hmm. Always an admirer. But we don't need to go into that, I guess.
Well, that's, okay, let's get back. We'll circle back to that.
So Ben Shapiro is bad, but promoting someone who loves Hitler and Stalin is good, right? How can this benefit America in any way? I tell you what, that certainly benefits our enemies, so let's pay very close attention to everyone supporting and promoting this garbage. There's a reason why Nick loves Stalin and Hitler. Both of them achieved absolute power and inflicted deliberate and large-scale suffering on tens of millions of people. So they're both very attractive to psychopaths with a sadistic and or authoritarian side, and ideology is secondary. Someone posted on X, horseshoe theory is now a circle. Yeah, it's ruthlessness together with control, every psychopath's dream. So what must happen to your brain cells for you to believe that promoting something like this is beneficial to this country in any way? And breaking news, this stuff will cost us the next election because nobody benefits from the right looking crazy and radical more than the left. Tucker and his ilk are basically campaigning for the left right now. It will be so unbelievably convenient for them. They won't even need to come up with any original content or agenda. They'll just play Nick's clips on leftist networks. That's it. That will be enough. You see, you can't promote people that actively despise women and win elections in democratic countries because women are the majority and women vote more than men. So what they're doing right now, they're actively alienating the largest voting demographic in this country, and it's like, what can go wrong? But the most important question we should be asking is, why are some so-called conservatives actively undermining the entire movement?